In the summer of 1984, Ethan McCoy was basically born in a pool, since his mother was taking water aerobics classes at the McMinnville Aquatic Center until his birth. He joined the Mac Swim Club at the age of 5 and experienced some quick success, even though his physical size was smaller than most of his peers. His competitive nature sculpted him into a versatile medley swimmer with great endurance and lightning speed.
Well, I remember Ethan as being a very aware kid. He always knew what was going on and really fast. And just that I was surprised at how aware he was of everything going on. Really ahead of his time for his age group, you know. Very smart kid. I remember him being a little guy. If you looked at him now, he's not a little guy, but he was little then. Little for his age and very fast.
When he started out, I had a pretty good group of 8 and under boys that were swimming, and he, as a 7-year-old, was probably one of the fastest 8 and unders in the state, but he hadn't swum in a meet yet because I hadn't been able to get him over in the deep water. He was actually scared of the deep water, and so we were swimming in the small pool, and he just was super quick and fast, but we couldn't get him to swim in a meet because he was afraid of that deep water. So
somebody had told him there were sharks in the pool, and he wasn't too anxious. I'm thinking he's probably, 6 or 7 at that age.
The relays would be 8 and under, so 7 when he really got the bug, I'd say. And he found out he was real successful at it, so he was off and running. And
when he finally coaxed him over, getting him into the deep water, and he got that under his belt, he took off. I mean, he was good from day one. I mean, fast all the way through as an 8 and under. All the way up, every age group he swam in, he was one of the tops in the state.
He had a natural coordination, which he could do pretty much all the sports. And so that kind of gave him the confidence that he could do it. And then as he did it, he definitely wanted to be the first one to the wall.
Yeah, I was going to say number 2 just didn't get it.
And that continued.
Well, he was a little guy, and when the other guys went through their growth spurt, Ethan was late, and all of a sudden he was the littlest guy, and the bigger kids were beating him. And Ethan did not like to lose. And so we decided on a different strategy, that we would start swimming him in the longer distances instead of the shorter, faster events. And he took to it and did really well. And when he did get his growth spurt, with the aerobic background, it served him really well, and it really helped, I feel, really helped him develop into a top-notch swimmer, where he was a very versatile swimmer, was a good individual medley swimmer, swimming all the strokes. And I firmly believe that aerobic background helped him a lot. So it was a blessing in disguise. Otherwise, we probably would have kept him as a sprinter all the way through.
I think I'm most impressed with a lot of times kids that have success at that age, the younger ages. A lot of it's that they're very coordinated, and they can get away with not, really learn how to work hard and train hard. And then as they get older and some of the kids get, a little bigger and stronger, it gets tough, the competition gets tougher, and if they haven't learned how to work hard, they start to struggle a little bit. But Ethan, he had the physical talent, and he also had that work ethic. He was from day one. So when he got up into the high school age, he had that physical talent, but he also had that work ethic all the way through, and just continued to get better.
By the time he was a Mac High freshman in 1999, Ethan had established himself as one of the Grizzlies' top swimmers, as he helped the team claim an undefeated league championship. They took first in the district meet and 12th at state, as McCoy began a dominant high school career in which he swam nearly every event, with his speed showing through in the freestyle, versatility showing in the butterfly, back, and breaststrokes, and his endurance evident in the medley, which encompassed all strokes. The Bears duplicated their league and district championships and 12th place state meet finish in Ethan's sophomore season, as he cemented his status as the team's best swimmer by winning the MVP award in just his second year. He placed highly at the state meet in both of his first 2 seasons, but as a junior, he claimed his first of several state championships with a victory in the 200 individual medley and 100 fly. That year, he also set a record at the district meet in the 200 IM, which still stands today, along with being selected as a team MVP and Statesman Journal Swimmer of the Year. The team took second in state to round out the season, but the following year, the Grizzlies would not be denied as they earned an undefeated league, district, and state championship. Ethan finished his amazing high school career by winning 2 more state championships in the 200 and 400 freestyle relays, as well as repeating as the team MVP and Statesman Journal Swimmer of the Year.
He was a guy that you always wanted to be anchored in your relay at the end, and if the relay was close and he had any chance, if he was behind, if he had any chance of catching, he was going to catch the person. I mean, he didn't like to lose.
It was a career that garnered 13 individual district championships while qualifying for the state meet 14 different times, earning him 4 state championships and 5 All-American selections, including 3 honorable mentions and 2 first teams.
He challenged me as a coach. I had to, in high school, it was very challenging to challenge him with the kind of practices I ran. I had to up my level and, come up with ways to make him, to challenge him and make him better, which in turn, was good for all the kids on the team. I had to make some really tough practices. With him swimming those practices, the rest of the kids have to be part of that. And so those challenging workouts that I had to come up with, made the whole team better.
He set countless school records at MHS in several events, 4 of which still currently stand.
Yeah, I had several colleges, coaches calling and checking on him. So he was recruited. He was very well rounded. I mean, he holds 4 of our team records still. 3 of those records, he set those records in dual meets during the season, not at the championship meet at the end of the season. He was swimming different events then. So with those races swimming at a championship, he would have went even faster. A big reason why the coaches and the colleges were looking at him was he was well-rounded. He could swim a wide variety of races. Excellent IMer, he was state champion in that his junior year. And then he could swim any freestyle distance, 50 up to the 500 free. His breaststroke was, top in the state. And so when you get that kind of versatility, a coach can bring him in and they can put him where they need him. It's not, you just weren't recruiting him for, sprint freestyles. You're recruiting him that, you could use him where you needed him.
After graduating as a 2-time Key Club president and National Honor Society member in 2002, Ethan accepted a scholarship to swim for the University of Virginia Cavaliers. Charlottesville was a long way from McMinnville, but life on the East Coast suited McCoy well as he studied sociology while swimming in the ultra-competitive Atlantic Coast Conference. Ethan reveled in the challenge as he trained harder than ever before in the pool as well as in the weight room, which allowed him to record personal bests in 3 different events as a freshman. He swam the anchor leg on the second-place 200 free relay team at the ACC Championships that posted what is still the 3rd fastest time in school history as the Cavaliers were crowned conference champs. Individually, McCoy finished 7th in the finals of the 200 free at the ACCs and swam the 5th fastest time in Virginia's history in the event to earn him a spot on the All-ACC first team to end an inspiring rookie season. He again improved his personal bests in the 15-100 freestyle and finished 10th at the ACC finals in both of those events as a sophomore. His career went to an all-time high by anchoring the winning 200 and 400 free relay teams at the ACC Championships, making McCoy a 2-time conference champion, as well as earning him another spot on the All-ACC first team. To wrap up another great season, he was the anchor on the 400 free relay team that posted a time of 2 minutes, 57.75 seconds, which is still 3rd all-time in school history. Ethan decided to rest his body and concentrate entirely on his schoolwork by redshirting the following year. He stayed in shape and close with the team while aiding others by being on the Student Athlete Advisory Committee as well as a student athlete mentor. Returning to the pool fully refreshed both physically and mentally in his senior season, McCoy was poised to make his final year of competitive swimming his best ever, as he was now the undisputed #1 ranked sprinter and most versatile swimmer on the team. Ethan came up big for the Cavaliers time after time and was eventually rewarded with the team's Unsung Hero Award for his senior leadership and poise under pressure. But no performance was as monumental for the Cavs as was his in the anchor leg of the 400 medley relay in the ACC Championships to clinch the university's 8th straight conference title, keeping them ranked within the nation's top 15 teams, which they had been for all of McCoy's career. That swim qualified him to compete in the NCAA championship tournament, as well as receive his third ACC championship and third All-ACC first-team selection, on top of being honored as an All-American. Ethan's individual performance in the 200 freestyle with a time of 1 minute 39.19 seconds placed him 10th at the conference championships, and his lifetime best of 44.57 seconds in the 100 free earned him 6th place at the ACCs and was the 65th best time in the nation. Ethan graduated in 2006, leaving many of his times in the University of Virginia's record books. Since then, he has been traveling the world while carrying his competitiveness and passion over from the pool and into furthering his education, and is currently studying to obtain a degree in engineering with a focus on alternative energy. Ethan McCoy has earned success in every stage of his still developing life. And as McMinnville High School's youngest Athletic Hall of Fame inductee to date, only time will tell what kind of greatness he and the school have in store for the future.